Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Can you please put plus if you can see me well, if you can hear me well? Welcome to today's webinar. Today we have an amazing topic. It is not just going to be about GFST updates. I know you've been asking this webinar for a long time, but also we have some really awesome and hot news from our lovely team from Stobox. So today you will hear lots of cool things, lots of updates, and hopefully we'll be as excited as I am by the end of the webinar. So let's go to the next slide. First of all, my name is Mila Sertikova. For those who are here for the first time, I've been involved into the corporate side of business for almost 8 years now, been involved into different management of the various companies. And this year, myself and Armand, we launched a new project, which is GFST. It's the security token. And today I will talk about GFST and most importantly, what are new things are coming. So today it's all about GFST from my end. I will not mention about any other companies we have in our big corporation. So my experience today solely for GFST purpose only. Let's go to the next slide. Before we dive in deeper into the information, I would like you to read a disclaimer. So first of all, this information which will be provided here today, it's only for information purpose only. Please do not take it as a financial or investment, legal or any other advices. All projects which you will hear today, and namely GFST and Stobox has a few projects which they will mention about in today's presentations, will be for information purpose only. So make sure that if you are wanted to take steps further and being involved in any of the projects from today's presentation, you seek independent advice locally with your financial or legal team who would be able to consult you on these matters. But otherwise, let's start today's webinar. Next slide. Agenda for today. We go through a GFST background and milestones. Then I will pass the floor to Stobox. They will talk about Soulbound ID and what are the updates in this project. And also we're going to mention about limited opportunity with STBX token. Those of you who already know what is STBX, please put plus in chat. For those who have no idea what it is, hey, today you will hear something really cool and unique. So make sure that you stay till the end, and this information also recorded, so you will be able to listen again and share with those who missed. As you can see, we have not yet a full house, so it would be good to have more people join, because today is going to be very important updates and information shared with you today. Let's go to the next slide. And one more. So what is GFST? GFST is a security token which been launched this year, actually a few months ago in September. And the idea of the GFST is very simple: to put together under one umbrella fintech related projects. And people have opportunity to become co-owners of this fintech portfolio. Our mission, it goes beyond financial success. We deeply believe in the power of the community, and therefore across our entire paper and mission of the GFST, we mention about importance of having growing community, worldwide community, which also not just shareholders or token holders, but decision makers in many aspects of company development. So our goal is to help our partners to create a diversified portfolio which will serve them for many years to come. When you join our team, our projects, you would have opportunity to see the project development independently, but also because each project which we will add to the fintech portfolio will be actually influencing the price for a token itself. And I will talk about this today as well. So for those who are new to this project, you can briefly have a look at our website, which is updated on this slide, gfst.io. And also you can have a look at the Telegram channel. We have lots of news and updates almost on a daily basis. We posting some information, not just solely for our token, but generally what is happening in the world of the STO and why asset tokenization, it's something where we believe it's not anymore the future, it's already happening today. And we've been really proud of being one of the first companies who actually created security token for fintech industry, because there are so many so many companies who are either had already STO token or they plan to do, but there is not many who are involved an idea of combining multiple projects into under one umbrella. So therefore, I can say that we are being pioneers in this market, and I'm very proud of our community to support this project, because it's been launched only a few months ago, and we still have, a long way to go. But the results we have today, they're also very amazing. Thank you to our community. Let's go to the next slide. Sorry, very briefly, token specification. So GFST is a tangible equity capital share token, which offering predictable income streams from various business and projects addressing crucial needs in the crypto world. And here you can see 8 main, I would say, pillars of the token or its specification. So we're going to quickly go through each of them. First of all, the token name is GFST, and the company who issued the token is Global Wealth Community, or GWC. For those who are familiar with our legal work, such as project offering memorandum, you've probably seen this company, GWC. And now please be aware that this is the company who created the security token. In total, we have 1 billion GFST, which represent 100% of the equity. And at the moment, we are raising for first round, and we are giving away 10% of the equity, which is equal of 100 million tokens of GFST. People who can take the part in these projects are EU public and professionals. Also, we work with the worldwide public, but it's selective because it's subject of the KYC purpose. The people in the countries who are compliant, they're more than welcome to participate. We have people from more than 150 countries who are eligible today to be part of the GFST project, and they can log in successfully to the platform. They can pass KYC and able to purchase GFST token. But for those who are still have not completed, please make sure that you do this as soon as possible, and I will tell later why we have such urgency. Also, people who have the token, they have 2 major rights. First, it's equity token, so people co-owners of all assets which are underlying like in the portfolio. And the second is the dividend token, which means that in future, once projects will be successful inside of the portfolio, whatever it's many projects or one by one, people will be eligible to receive the dividends. Dividends will be based on community voting. That is why we call it also user-centric model, where we want to give power to our token holders, not just being silent investors, but participating in the business processes and having a distribution of the dividends where people can take the part, they can vote, they can be part of the decision-making process. I think it's amazing because it's opportunity to give power back to people, back to community. And today there are so many countries and companies who talks about user-centric models where people should have the really power to making the decisions collectively, but we hardly ever see this, unfortunately. So therefore, having the opportunity of people to be able to vote and express their concerns, express their ideas is very important. And even having added new projects, there are many projects already being offered by our community members, and we are going through them. We looking at those projects at each angle, and if the project can fit to GFST portfolio logic, then we can add more and more projects which are coming also from our community. So the network which token has been created is BNB blockchain-based token. And as I already mentioned, the principles, they lays within shared community economy, investor, user-centric approach. So these are main 8 specification of our token. And I believe this gives a clear explanation what this token is all about. Please, let's go to the next slide. This slide is very important, but I wanted to, before I jump into the explanation, I want to outline that this graph is for, again, information purpose only. And please do not take it as investment advice. When we done our research, we have independent evaluation for 2 companies which are part of our portfolio. We're planning to add many more companies, and I will share today a little roadmap of what will happen by the end of the year and beginning of the next year. We're planning to add more assets to the portfolio. And according to our research and our projection evaluation matrix, if we're gonna keep adding more projects, more users will be added to our community, then this graph will illustrate how rapidly price can increase. So today, if we have a look at the 2 companies which we have and plus community which we have, and if we divide this number into the number of tokens has been mentioned, and all the details, calculations are based on report, which also available for you to view, you would be able to actually see that today price for token should be 44 cents. 44 cents. However, we launch our STO first round with 10 cents only. So we specifically put the price a bit lower than the market price because we want to give opportunity to early investors and early adopters to actually get the best price, because the concept is very fresh. As I mentioned, there are not so many companies in the market, specifically from STO world, who ever created portfolio with multiple companies underneath. It's almost can be combined with the ETF-like approach, where you invest in one ETF under which you have many companies. And that's why ETF has been much popular among private investors, because then they don't need to do evaluation for each company independently. The ETF work in a way that company can be added, company can be taken off, and there is a dedicated team who actually look after portfolio evaluation and for each independent company performance. So we want to have similar approach to our STO token, where our portfolio will not be fixed. And I think this is just important for private investors to recognize this. It's a big advantage, actually. And when we were doing evaluation, we actually took 2 main matrix. One was for asset evaluation, and you can read, it's around, I believe, like 3 pages written just for explanation how and what matrix has been used for asset evaluation. And also we come up with the user evaluation matrix, which again very important, because users are the backbone of every business. There is no point of having an amazing company with amazing concept if you have 0 users. And today many businesses are suffering, not because idea is bad, but because there is not enough people and users who use this approach. there is no point of having a great business if nobody wants to buy it, or nobody wants to be a client of this business. That's why I believe we create this very interesting approach of the investment evaluation, but also very unique approach of how we select assets to portfolio and how we make this project actually successful. So we are not dependent on one company or on one business. It is not like we either make it or break it. It doesn't work like this. The flexibility of having multiple assets under one umbrella allow us to have a very powerful offering to the market. So what you can see here, it's evaluation details with a price matrix where we could realistically go for the next 5 years. And back to what I just said, we put price only 10 cents at the moment. So I hope that my explanation now a bit clear and give you actually idea why this STO token at the moment under evaluated, which is why people should really look into the opportunity to become part of their GFST token and be part of the community, because we're planning to add more and more companies to the portfolio. And look at this graph, within 5 years, we can increase the prices up to $1.5 or even more. And I believe it's, with the plans we have, it's definitely going to be more. But again, we don't want to be people who talking the talk and not walking the walk. So all information is there. So please get yourself familiar with the details such as offering memorandum and project overview paper, which explain a bit more detail of what I just mentioned. Please put plus in chat if you follow what I said, if it makes sense. And I hope you learn already something new today, because we're not frequently use these slides, but I believe it's important for people to really understand that this is only the beginning for GFST. Having something for 10 cents, which actually worth of 44, and in the future it will be 150 and more, it's quite good opportunity to be part of the project. Let's go to the next slide. I already mentioned about these two documents. They're available at the back office. Product offering memorandum and project overview paper, they are two absolutely different. The first, it's more like a legal paperwork with people who participate into the token purchase. And second is more like an explanation. And I would say this is a substitute to the white paper pretty much. So project overview paper explains a bit more detail about the project, the background, further strategy. So if you have time, and I encourage you to read both of these documents, and you will have a clear understanding about what GFST project is. Let's go to the next next slide. So here, please take the print screen of the QR code. If you are not yet been part of the GFST, on our website, you can see login information, and you can get yourself to the platform. And the platform look like the screen on the right-hand side. There's all information about token, pretty much everything what I mentioned so far. It will be written on inside of the back office, and you will be able to get yourself familiar with everything and to learn even deeper about GFST token itself. Let's go to the next slide. So our framework, it's very simple. And first, in September 2023, as I mentioned, we opened publicly entrance to the STO platform. The platform was powered by Stobox, and they will be next speaking about it. And people who has the Soulbound ID can access to the platform. So we opened the initial price with 10 cents per token. And those of you who have already been part of the GFST, can you please put plus in chat and minus if you have not yet part of the project itself. And people could actually have two ways how to get themselves involved in the project. First, they log into the platform and they purchase. Second, they participated into the share drop. And this is something I want to pay you attention a little bit. So share drop number one was available for our community members, and people who participated in share drop, they receive absolutely free of charge a GFST token as a part of our welcome into the community, and we want to give people something which they could be proud of as being co-owner of the GFST. But this is not yet. We're planning to do a second share drop, which will be in December 2023, which is just around the corner. In the second share drop, again, people, our community people only can participate. And you need to make sure that you confirm on the crypto unit blockchain number of tokens you have, that everything should be synchronized on time, because information should be provided timely. And also, very important, you need to have your identification pass in order for you to access the back office of GFST. So if you have not yet participated for whatever reasons in share drop number one, or if you have not yet managed to log into the platform, please do it as soon as possible, because December is around the corner, and people who claim their tokens on the share drop, this is the time frame from them when system will start counting when the tokens will be unfrozen. GFST token has a frozen schedule, which also can be found on paper, project overview paper. In other words, the early you start joining the projects, the early you will receive your unlocking and flexible tokens of the GFST. So therefore, what do you need to do within next week or maximum 2 weeks? First of all, confirm your blockchain ID, making sure that you went there, you confirmed. If you want to do additional conversion, the old token conversion, we will open this to the public hopefully within next week or so. Once you confirm the number of all tokens you have, we will be able to apply our formula and calculate how much GFST token you will receive as a gift. And for you to claim these tokens, you need to go to the platform. You need to have Soulbox ID as your passport to not just this project of STO, but to many other projects which will be coming on the platform. You will have this Soulbox ID, which is the key to the platform. And once you're inside the platform, you would be able to see claim button, and you just click this button and you would be able to access a share drop of the GFST. Also in December, we're planning to launch one of the projects, which is huge projects related to the blockchain. I will not spend now much time explaining. We're going to do separate webinar on this, but the blockchain related projects will be a massive news for our community. We're preparing something together with our partners from Vietnam, and these projects also should be ready in December. So once these two click together, you would have only limited time to participate on share drop number 2 and participate into the GFST share drop offering. So please make sure that you don't waste any more time and you take the actions which needed for you to receive your Soulbox ID, making sure you get access to the platform. And once we give you exact date when the share drop will be, please do the action, because I know there are so many people who missed the share drop number 1. There was lots of complaints that people cannot get access to the platform. So please, if you're still struggling, whatever it's support related challenge or problem, let us know. We have our support work 24/7. Stobox, they also have their support. They increase, as far as I know, the number of people who can address support related questions. But I want our community to know that we do care about each of you, and we want to help to have as smooth journey as possible. I know that it's new technology. I know there's for many of our community members, it's like a rocket science, but together we will go through this. That's why we don't apply any urgency, like from September to December. These 2 months were given for people to get themselves comfortable, to have a look, not to rush, to take it easy. But now we need to really move faster. That's why in December, when the second schedule will be, there is an urgency, because the tokens will have the timetable for being unfreeze. There are certain things which will complete by December, and please make sure that you are in, not out, because unfortunately for those who will not be able to log into the platform, not have SolBI ID, not to participate, if you delay this further, then when everybody will be happily having the tokens on other platforms and swapping and doing different things, you will be there just sitting. When is your token will become available? Which I don't want this to happen for our community members. We have amazing projects. We've done lots of work for make this happen, and I really want you to take it seriously and take the actions which needed to complete your verification. If you struggle, send the message to Dina to support. She will send to Stobox support, and we can follow up like on a weekly basis, making sure that we are solving the challenge. And next year in Q1 2024, we're planning to add additional assets allocation. And here I have news which I want to announce. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do the slide which we really wanted to do, but Stobox team has allocated SLX token for our team, and myself and Armand, we made decision to pass this SLX token to our GFST portfolio. So we worked with Jean and Ross now for many years, and we really enjoy them and treat them as a part of our family now. So it's very like great present from their end to give us some SLX, and I believe by adding security token of the Stobox to our portfolio, it's also will actually increase the evaluation of our portfolio. At the end of the day, any projects which we will add will influence our portfolio growth positively. So now everybody who part of the GFST can also be co-owners of the SLX this way from the GFST portfolio. But that is not yet the end of the good news. Let's go to the next slide. So I would like to, and next, I would like to introduce and invite to our platform, to our floor, two amazing gentlemen, Ross Chem and Jin Diev, who will talk about not just what updates they have, but they will tell you what has been done. They will talk about the roadmap. So much things guys have done, developed. A huge milestone has been completed. I think we only managed to follow up with what they have done. Catching up with them, it's always been a pleasure. But hey, these guys, they always talking the talk and walking the walk. So I would like to give them the floor, and they can walk you through what is new happened in their community, in our community in general, and what is the limited opportunity exclusively for our community members. So that's all from me. Ross, Jean, are you here?
Yep, we're here. Thank you a lot. Awesome. But Jean, we can't see you. We can hear you, but can't see you.
Okay. Let me figure out. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm just having some technical issues, and
yes, so
I'll be available soon.
The sound is okay, yes, but the picture is not. Thank you, Mila, for your presentation and for the updates about their GFST progress and your future developments. And thank you for the nice words regarding their SLX, Stobox, and our journey that we're passing. And today we're glad to speak about their SolBI and SLX progress, updates, metrics, reports, and also to provide an exclusively limited opportunity, time-limited, short-term limited opportunity to participate in the STBX that we will announce and discuss in detail soon. For the community who for the first time joined the webinars. I'm Deros Shem. I'm the co-founder and chief operations officer in Stobox and Soulbound ID. And today, together with me, my good friend, my partner, and also the founder and CEO of the companies, it is Jim Dave.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the host has switched off my video. That's what the Zoom says. I'm just trying to press, and this is unable to start it. Probably they don't like my face. It says the host has stopped it. So I kindly ask host to reopen it so I can be seen. In the meanwhile, Ross, thank you very much for the introduction. I'm speaking as the picture, right? And thank you, Mila, for lovely introduction and good comments about us. Again, my name is Jim Dave. I'm founder and CEO of Stobox, and today we're going to speak about thank you for your hearts and thank you for your reactions. Nice. Yeah, we're going to speak about a lot of things. So yeah, I guess we should start. Again, I kindly asked host to
try it now.
On.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Hello, everyone. Good. So next slide, please.
Perfect. So let's start from the Stobox ecosystem that we have been developing. And inside the Stobox ecosystem that we have, it is not the concept, it is their 4 working products. What products? DS dashboard that works for the primary issuance of the security tokens, which GFST company utilizes, right, for the primary issuance of security tokens. Soulbound ID as a verification layer, as a single sign-on, where you pass KYC one time and then easily access our ecosystem and their clients of Stobox, the STOs, the different offerings. So through their SBID, you will be introduced to the tokenization, to the RVAs, and the offerings of our clients and of our products. And DS Swap, it is the secondary market for security tokens, where security tokens can be tradable, right? And Progress compliance protocol that is ensure all compliance procedures within our ecosystem, and it's called the compliance on air. So inside our ecosystem, we already have 4 working products, and we are one of the biggest ecosystem in the world in tokenization industry. And the product that we have already have a big traction. We have more than 60 clients that we assist and advised for the STOs, right? And now our main goal it is to leverage and to scale our ecosystem that we already built.
Yes, that's exactly right, Ross. I just want to mention that it's not just the 4 products, but it's rather the full process from consulting about the STO itself to the primary issuance, compliance, secondary market, and so on. So we basically build the vertical for the whole tokenization pipeline. A company comes to us and says, okay, guys, we would like to tokenize our business. Say, okay. And that's it. Everything that is being done within us. Of course, we have legal partners, we have technical partners, we have compliance partners, but the mainstream is built with Stobox. So now is the part where we, go through the clients. We've got some, a lot of metrics, and now we scale this operation. So it's all about 2024, how we scale it. So we are independent ecosystem from concept to the secondary market for tokenized shares or tokenized securities. Next slide, please.
So what are the benefits to get the SBID, right? Their decentralized identity, where you pass KYC one time that I mentioned and access our ecosystem. It is Stobox product that we already built that you can use. It is the single entry to a different offerings that we have, including their GFST security token and including all of our clients that will utilize our ecosystem and will have their offerings inside our ecosystem. It is a legal compliant access to their DeFi apps, including the DSWap that is run on their in form of DEX, and all of other partners that will support our Soulbound ID technology, because Soulbound ID, it is not only about the Stobox, it is also about the companies who can support this technology. And it could be any DeFi solution, for example, bridges, DEXs, wallets, because as you may know, the regulation is coming and you have MiCA regulation in Europe, right? You have a very strict regulation in US. And as I mentioned many times, in a few weeks, in a few months, their DeFi sector will be fully regulated. That's why Soulbound ID perfectly fits their upcoming regulation changes. And also in the future, through the Soulbound ID, you'll be able to log in and to use other Web3 products inside their GFST ecosystem.
Yeah, I knew that you're going to mention something about regulations. I knew that. So I have already sent the link. Guys, go and check out blog stobox.io. You'll find out something interesting that we have recently published. And we have started the process of being registered as the virtual asset service provider in the territory of EU. So that's kind of a first license that we are planning to acquire in the first quarter of 2024, and will be a regulated company that would allow all the operations within the EU being compliant under the legislation which is called MiCA. Actually, check out the blog. I'm not going to mention a lot about this, but it's a big step towards our development. So that's very good news for us. Yeah.
Yes, Jean mentioned something special. Jean started mentioning all of the secrets. And the first one that we're becoming regulated, and you can check it out in blog.stobox.io. This news was announced just 2 minutes ago. So yeah, Jean, you're completely right. It is one of the milestones that we will reach soon. And it is a great news for the community that Stobox will be fully regulated and will obtain the license and will be one of the first tokenization provider that will obtain their VASP license in Europe under their MiCA regulation that is already implemented in European zone. Next slide, please.
I will tell you more. Sorry, I will. You know, it's very. Yeah, I think it might be interesting for you. I will tell you more. One of the main key points of the regulation is that you don't have to remember your private keys anymore. They will be stored in a special data center, right, protected by that regulation, and you will be able to log in without remembering your seed phrase, and the technology will take care of this. So it brings the adoption to to much bigger scale, because to have the MetaMask, you need to remember these keys and to store them and so on. But the technology progresses, and the VASP service provider, actually the license allows the technology to keep the keys and for you to benefit from the Web3 without just remembering the seed phrases and writing them on the different pieces of paper and be scared that you're going to lose it. So in this case, it's the technology that takes care of it. So that's a big step. Yes.
Exactly. Thank you, Jean. So now, as Jean and me mentioned more than 1 year ago, that guys, pay attention, be aware that tokenization trend is started, research it, look and hear our webinar, double check the information, do your own research to understand what is tokenization, what is the airways, right? And what we currently see, that their tokenization goes mainstream. The BlackRock mentioning that tokenization, it is a new trend. Forget about the Bitcoin, the new trend is tokenization. The Tether company that owns USDT started their development towards their tokenization because they own the platform Bitfinex, their centralized exchange, and they opened the Bitfinex securities to be able to interact with security tokens. So the biggest guys like Tether entering tokenization, the biggest investment fund like BlackRock entering tokenization and Airways, Morgan Stanley, their JP Morgan, and we are in this business 5 years before them. We already 5 years running Stobox and knocking on one door that calls STO and tokenization. And we already built the full ecosystem that we have. And now we see a big impact, a significant impact from our clients, from our community in tokenization, because it is our year, it is our day. Because all of these 5 years were only the preparation. And now it is time for Stobox, time for their new traction, time for the new highs, times for our developments and our growth. And to prove it, you can check it, what's going on with our utility token STBX that is listed on Gate.io. We did 300% growth just in a few days. And because people see that we did a big piece of job and we are really undervalued. That's why they starting the entering our ecosystem, starting the entering SBID, because now they understand why we started this business 5 years ago. That's why we see this growth that proves our energy, our passion, and our resources and time that we already spent for the last 5 years. So tokenization trend is started. We are currently in Stobox inside the market, and we have a lot of new milestones and a lot of important information that we will share in our next slides about our development, about our future goals, right? And about the opportunity that we prepared. Please, Gene.
There's nothing much to add. I just want to cut this video, cut your part, NFT it, and make sure we will remember it. I just want to make an NFT video out of last 30 seconds of you just talking, right? So that would be a great digital asset.
Guys,
yes.
Yeah, guys, Gene, you're perfectly right. For their community members who have more time than me, you can check all of our webinars and do their shortcuts about their insight that I mentioned. For example, more than 1 year ago, I mentioned that every decentralized exchange will be regulated and they need to comply with the KYC and AML. And now the Uniswap, the biggest decentralized exchange in the world, in a new version of their Uniswap version 4.0, right now currently exists 3.0, will implement a decentralized identities for the KYC verification. But I mentioned it more than 1 year ago. So, Jim, you're perfectly right. I really believe it because I understand and you understand where market is going.
Absolutely, and see what's happening with the Bitcoin. And again, we will be facing a bull round. That's how I feel, right? I may be wrong, but all of the artifacts in the market conditions show that we are in the beginning of the bull run. And this bull run will be mostly dedicated to Bitcoin and tokenization, the RWA, which stands for real world assets. This is exactly what we've been building for the last 5 years. Yes, so let's move on to the couple of metrics that we want to share with you.
Let's move from the words to their actions and to the milestone that we did. Look, this slide is very important because in each webinar we update about our progress and the metrics of the company. So now we have more than 54,000 of registrants in SBID platform from people from more than 90 countries, and we already did more than 21,000 verification, and and we have already more than 12,000 minted SBID. So already more than 12,000 people can easily access their Stobox ecosystem, Stobox products, including their GFST STO. And very important point that since the launch of the Solbi, right, Solbi community token, we already utilized more than 6,500,000 of Solbi, and it is more than 1.5 million since our last webinar, right? And those tokens will be burned forever from the total and circulation supply. So because people entering the SBID, because people using Solbi, because people convert and has been converting their Solbi to the SLX, we have utilized more than 6 million of Solbi that will be burned from the total supply. And for us, it is very important metrics because it is directly influence our token holders, right, and our community.
Nothing to add.
Next slide, please.
Let's move on.
So what has been done so far? Next slide, please. So just in the last few months, first of all, the Soulbound ID product released, done. The retrospective share drop of GFST was launched, and now I'm going on DS dashboard. It is what Mila mentioned, that you can claim your share drop, your shares retrospectively in DS dashboard, right? And it is already promised and done. The Solbi community token generation event was done. The GFST security token is launched and now available for your participation in DS dashboard of GFST company. Follow gfst.io and you will find the relevant links. The Solbi community token was listed on QMO, done, and now tradable. The SLX revenue share security token of Soulbound ID was launched, done. So as we promised that we have dual token model, previously we launched Solbi community token, and a few weeks ago we launched the SLX revenue share security tokens to have the opportunity to have that we allocated 20% of all of the revenue that Solbi ID company generates to the investors that will hold this security token. It is already done. It is our main milestones and promises that we did and that we already delivered.
And these are the artifacts, not the processes. There's a lot of things that are going on. Development.
Exactly. Next slide, please.
Next slide.
So what our recent progress that we achieved, not for the months, but for the last days, right? First of all, the Stobox website released, and it is very crucial point inside our ecosystem because, guys, for the last 4 months, every day we spent a lot of hours of our team to update our website, stobox.io. And now it is fully relevant, fully up to date with a new design and influence our lead generation flow, right? And general community understanding. It is like our skin of our company. It's like our face of our company. So you can check our updated website by following stobox.io. Done. We already did it. Second point, Stobox YouTube channel reached 1 million organically views and more than 30,000 subscribers on YouTube channel. And Stobox becomes the biggest YouTube channel in the world in tokenization industry, the biggest. And I cannot imagine how many people become smarter by watching the videos that is recorded and prepared by our partners, Boris, who is the rock star in a tokenization delivery, and it is our company brain in respect of the delivery for the clients that we are doing. So Stobox YouTube channel, it is the biggest YouTube channel in the world, and we reached 1 million views from the real people, 0 bots. We're living in a 2023 year, and it is very easily to check if the YouTube channel bought the bots or not, and if they're real people or some bots. So you can double check it and see that all of the 30,000 subscribers, it is real people that watching our videos. So it is done. The third point, the DS dashboard 3.4.4 released. Our team spent more than 3 months to update the new version of DS dashboard that is currently available for our clients with very important future features and updates that we already did. Done. Milestone. Stobox participated at Malta blockchain conference, and by the way, together with Mila, together with Valentin, and it was also extremely successful for us in respect to finding the relevant partners that will support our technology and our business, because it is one of the biggest blockchain conference in the world and very important to be there. Fortunately, Jean was there together with Mila and Valentin, and it was a great time for both of companies. It is done. The next point, we updated and we in the process of updating the Stobox corporate structure to meet the demand from the VC, to be regulatory, sexy, right? And to have all of important points in place to be able to attract significant VC funds, smart funds, to leverage our activities. And the last but not the least, that Soulby community token is officially listed on CoinGecko. And it is also very important for our community because more people currently from other communities, from other crypto industry can see the information about Soulby community token and about our company activities. Please, Jean.
Yeah, there's a question if it's on CoinMarketCap. Please double check. I don't know, I can't answer you. But referring to, and I just made a message in our internal webinar chat. I can speak hours about our corporate structure, why it's that, what its pluses and minuses, and why we're rehashing it. But I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here. You can go on our blog. I've sent you the link, shared the link recently. Go and read the article. It explains the status quo of how Stobox worked from the financial legal side and where we're heading, right? So we are rehashing and restructuring our corporate model from US and BVI to much sophisticated corporate structure. And this is exactly why Ross is mentioning the updated structure to meet the demand of VCs, right? That structure would allow to basically to fast forward the relationship with the bigger investors. And that's what we need. So please have a look. If you have any questions, you know where you can find us. Next slide, please.
Okay, perfect. So currently, we want to announce the limited opportunity that we prepared, especially for the community, to participate in Stobox Security Token, in the main security token of Stobox company, STBX. And it is a limited opportunity, right? It is the limited opportunity for the community to join before we will raise funds from the VCs. That's why we updating our corporate structure and getting ready for the smart money to leverage our activities. Next slide, please. So what is the security token of Stobox STBX? It is a wrapped Class A shares of Stobox holding, our main company in our corporate structure, in form of participation certificates. So we allocating only $100,000 for the round for our community. It will be available only for SBID holders inside our ecosystem, and it will be available only for 30 days to participate. So first come, first served. So you can be one of their members who will hold their STBX with the same rights that VCs will join Stobox soon. Because we very community-driven company, of course, we are interested to provide the opportunities, first of all, for our community that's supporting us, right? That's why we recognized and considered to conduct this short-term opportunity before we will close it, right? And we'll raise money, smart money from the VCs that I mentioned.
Yes, I would like to add very important point. This is not something new. When we started the business of Stobox, right, with Ross, some time ago, several years ago, 5 years ago, the first company that we have tokenized was ours, right? So we took our US main entity, which is Stobox Technologies Corporation, registered in the state of Wyoming, and we have tokenized this. And since then, we have, as founders, we have security tokens of that company. And now, as we move forward and actually do an internal M&A, right? And then the main company will be the Stobox Holding. You will read the article and then you will understand the background behind it. So we shift our STBX from a local US, right, security tokens to a holding company, to something bigger. And we're shifting our own interest. We have a number of investors that we have collected with our cap table for the last 3 years, and we're moving them to the new holding structure, right? The Stobox Holding, and we're moving this within the ecosystem, right? So we open that opportunity because we build an ecosystem where the beneficiaries would like how people manage, their securities within the ecosystem. So now we shift the STBX token, which was outside, into the ecosystem, right? And continue its development within the ecosystem. It wasn't there before. It was outside. Now it's within. So that's why we're sharing this information to you. And this token is now also available. Again, I want to mention that assets, Stobox.io is the platform where we will, as a company, continue listing numerous assets that would generate interest, right? We will share this information further down the road, but now we'll be having 2 tokens there, SLX as the dividend. And by the way, the first dividends are ought to be paid in the January of next year, right? And this is also a dividend token, but it's more structured for the future growth because we see the market grows and we definitely want to be a part of a bigger picture, right? Recognized by bigger institutions. So please read the article. You have more information on this.
So you can scan the QR code on the right side below to enter the assets.stobox.io to join their STBX offering that is already started with their limited opportunity for the 30 days. Next slide, please. So to sum up, about the STBX security token, you will have, as I mentioned, the same rights as VCs that will join soon. So you will have the same rights, you'll be on the same level. And as Jim mentioned, you'll be able to benefit from our all company activities because it is our main company, right? And SBID ID is just a part, right, of our corporate structure. It is one product that is a part of it, right? But you'll be able to benefit from all their big company Stobox activities. And also, it means that STBX token holders will hold the cumulative value of all Stobox assets managed within our treasury. So all of our Stobox asset that we have, it is also included in our STBX security token, right, in form of participation certificates. Jean, do you have something to comment?
No, nothing. Again, there's a lot of information about STBX, about our plans. Read our blog. Again, subscribe to the blog. Yeah, subscribe to the blog. There's a lot of
exactly. That's why I mentioned about next slide, because we have 2 QR codes. The first one, it is about the Stobox corporate structure that Jim mentioned more than 3 times that you can double check. And the second one, it is about the article Stobox digital assets, to understand in depth what is the STBX, what is their SLX, what is the SOLB, what is their STBU for the new members, for whom maybe this information will be relevant and will be new. So you can also double check these articles, do your own research, right? And read it out in your more structured way and in a quiet atmosphere when you will have time. Or maybe for you, it's easier to translate it through the text and not through the audio that we are running during the webinar.
Do your own research, please. Do your own research.
So what it is the future milestones of the Stobox that we will achieve soon? So what our goals in the upcoming year? Please, Jean.
Yeah, so I don't know why we have 23 there, but I think it's a misspelling. So there's something which is on the right up corner. This is already that we've shared with you, right? So we're in the process of acquiring a virtual asset service provider license in Europe, right? So we continue with the, we're planning, right, to acquire something which is called the DLT development license. That's good for the recognition of our technology by the big institutions. It's perfect to cooperate with the small businesses, with the private businesses that would like to tokenize, you know, a small real estate objects and projects. But when we start tackling, you know, the bigger institutionals, they would require licensing. And this is one of the reasons that we're introducing VASP and as well as the technology license. So if VASP is a digital asset license, this is a technology license. So we'll be working on this later down in 2024. We'll continue with the development of our ecosystem. Again, as I've mentioned in the beginning, we are an integrated pipeline from consulting to the secondary market. We are unique in this position. Our main goal is to develop this technology and to scale this technology, because if you look around and you ask people around you, are you guys aware of what is tokenization? And the second question, if they say yes, you ask, okay, is your business tokenized? And I'm sure very few people would answer yes on the first question, and probably none would answer yes on the second question. So this is exactly where our gap is. This is exactly where we go, because this is where the market goes, right? This is where the natural development of human nature is. There is already technology that ought to be utilized, and we're building in order for that to make it happen. And we're testing it, we're A/B analyzing it, and we also work to become it better, right? User-friendly blockchain access, how we can wrap it better and easier for users, for investors, for clients to manage, as well as again, it says it's a modular architecture. Of course, it's a modular, so that's our product is divided into the different modules that are internally operatable, and there's a DS swap as the model, token distribution as the model, or AML or KYC modules. So we're all developing this. I'm not going to mention the small parts, small points that are written underneath, but our future milestones, again, if we divide them, they lay in between of the legal progression, legal roadmap, and the technical roadmap. And of course, both these things, they allow to onboard new businesses, new investors, and progress. This is exactly where we're heading. Next slide, please. Yep.
So we continue following our roadmap that we first time posted more than 3 months ago, and we keep on track regarding what we mentioned on our each webinar. So as you can see, as I mentioned in the beginning, in our milestones, Soulbound public round is done, GFST share drops STO launch is done, Soulbound ID and DS dashboard is live, the Soulb to SLX conversion is done, Soulb SEX listing is done, and now we have ongoing SLX STO round, right? Then we will move to the SLX DS swap, so to the secondary market, and as Jim mentioned, the SLX dividends will be distributed in the end of this year and in the beginning of the next year. So to close and to sum up their financial quarter 4 over 2023. So we keep going, everything is relevant, and Stobox doing much more than we speak that you can track through our milestones and through our updates that we have each day. Next slide.
Yep.
So, as I mentioned, you have now the limited opportunity to participate in the Stobox Security Token, research all of what we mentioned during the webinar, right? And understand for yourself the value of it, of this opportunity that will be relevant for the upcoming 30 days, and make your own decision if you want to participate in the RWA trend, in tokenization trend with Stobox, with this on the same boat with us.
Yeah, Ross, I think that's it. Thank you very much. I think if you have any questions, please ask us. And I think we have
and
briefly
as I mentioned,
explained, yes, what we've done so far.
Yes, and as I mentioned, to sum up, the tokenization trend is started. Stobox playing a big role on it. We started this business 5 years before the BlackRock. If we deal about this with the security tokens, and we keep going. Stobox never sleeps and never stops. We are getting ready to onboard the smart money, to leverage our activities, because it is the perfect time to be there, to be in the market where we are the professionals, right? And that's why we keep going. We still believing that RWA cycle will fully change their financial instruments, traditional instruments that we currently have. And it is your opportunity to pass this journey with Stobox and benefit from our activities. So more people will join SBID, more people will get SBID, more Soulb we will burn. More Soulb we will burn, more impact we'll have, right? So share this webinar, share about the updates, share about the milestones, because to be honest, can you provide the example for the company that did more products that we have, the built ecosystem, and the milestones that we already reached? Thank you.
Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you all. Thanks a lot, Jean and Ross, by being here with us. Thanks a lot to our community members being here, supporting us day and night. Now we have an action plan. So you learned today a lot what to do next, what are the time frames. So please make sure that you share this information with as many people as possible, because the time is ticking. We have own deadline at GFST, Stobox have our own deadlines. If you want to participate into the share revenue, what Ross and Jean has mentioned, but it's also time is ticking. So please not miss such opportunities. It's a very amazing. Everything is start moving forward. And next month is celebration month. December is going to be short, so let's make sure that we use the most of it. So thanks a lot for all your questions and inputs. And yeah, I see you soon. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Listen, friend, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you what we normally forget, but it is very important. I suppose it is the most important thing you could hear from me right now. So listen carefully. Here's what I want to ask you to do. Dream. Dream like a child. Sincerely, with an open heart. Dream as if nobody has ever said this awful phrase to you. Dreams don't come true. That's a lie. Your dreams will come true if they are yours. If you believe. If you act. Dream. Dreams inspire. Dreams motivate and move to act. Dreams make you get out of bed and fill you with energy. Dreams make you happier, as you cannot dream about something bad. Dreams give you wings. Dream. Dream. The dream is your vector. A dream with faith and movement forwards is a goal, and the goal is certain. It gives direction. Without a dream, you are blind. You don't know where to go. You're a flugel spinning in place, a splinter carried by the turbulent flow of life wherever it pleases. Be a sheep. Dream. Live consciously. Live a full life. Dream. It is dreams that fill our lives with meaning. Don't exist. Live. I beg you. We did not come into this world to just work, exist, to fight for our place under the sun. We came to dream and thereby create. Dream. Don't look back. Dream about your own, not what you are told. However small your dream is, it is yours. Make it come true and dream about something else that is important to you. Dream after dream, dream after dream. This is life. Do you understand? This is what life is about. Dream, I beg you. Otherwise, others will dream for you. But then you will not live your life, but theirs. And you will make the dreams of others come true, not yours. Do you want this? If this is what you live for, if this is what you dreamed about when you were little, when you loved and knew how to dream, listen, friend, stop, don't run. You won't make it on time without a dream anyway, if you don't know where to run. Don't waste your time. Don't waste time at all. It is the most important thing you have. I never understood how you could kill time. Stop. Remember what you dreamed about as you did dream sometime before. Dreamed that you would grow up and become someone successful, someone important, significant. You'd become a scientist, artist, doctor, sportsman, cosmonaut. You dreamed about traveling the whole world, discovering new things, creating a masterpiece, leaving a memory of yourself, or simply without knowing how, but dreamed you would definitely be happy. And then for some reason, you stopped, grew up. This world was created by dreamers, madmen. Nobody believed in their dreams. And those people said, hey, this is impossible. Stop being silly. Do something serious. Everything great that we appreciate, use, take selfies in front of was once someone's dream, someone's impossible fantasy, someone's goal and faith. Dream, friend, wherever you may be. whoever you might have become. It is never too late to make your dream come true. Think, what would you be doing right now if you were not surviving? What do you truly want? Ask yourself. People are made to discover and create. You can't not want anything, not strive towards anything. It is abnormal. Do you understand? Now is the high time to start. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not from Monday. Now, start dreaming. Dream big and dream small. See yourself and the world the way you like it. Create it in your fantasies, your mind first. Draw your masterpiece. Dream, believe, act, and never give up. Never. You hear me? Never give up and never betray your dream. I believe in you, friend, and you should too. Start dreaming.